I'm John Brickley with your latest ESPN headline. Top agent Ben Dogra with CAA has been terminated, a source telling ESPN. Of many of the players that he represents, 35 included from the NFL, one of which Vikings running back Adrian Peterson. For more on this, let's welcome in ESPN sports business reporter Darren Rovell. Those 35 players, Darren, what does this mean for them with this news?
Well, they can always make a choice. Players can hire and fire their agent at will. They're the boss. So now it depends on whether they think they have the relationship with Ben himself or if they're okay with their relationship with CAA. Still have Tom Condon there, still have Jimmy Sexton. Those are the two, big agents that are there. So it just depends on whether they think they have the relationship with the agency or Ben himself. Ben is likely assigned his commissions and bonuses, the bonuses that would be due to him from negotiating contracts to CAA. But the players could likely go with him. I'm unfamiliar with the specific terms of his contract, which was renewed in 2011. Sometimes there's been fights over, when an agent leaves one agency and goes to another. But just right now, it's just the shock that, one of the biggest agents in the sports world has been terminated, as we've learned, with cause.
Yeah, Dogra was listed top 10 by Forbes.com this year in 2014 as one of the most powerful sports agents, as you just mentioned. What does this mean for those 35 players? I mentioned J.J. Watt, Adrian Peterson. What direction do they now go in terms of representation?
Yeah, so they cannot. It depends on where they are in their contract state, and if they also do the marketing. For example. CAA, both Peyton and Eli Manning are CAA clients, but they have their marketing done through an agency called Excel. So it depends on if their marketing is there. It depends on if they had just done a deal. J.J. Watt, although he's the listed agent, Ben Dogra was the listed agent. Tom Condon just negotiated his deal. It's probably less of an issue for a guy like J.J. Watt because there's not as much business to get done, but there's marketing. So each player is in his own individual situation, and it's more expedient if the player is in a contract year and has to think about where they're going to go next.
ESPN sports business reporter Darren Rovell with the very latest here on ESPN.com. I'm John Brickley. Keep it here, as always, to ESPN.com for your latest ESPN headline.